We all have a favorite Disney princess and a favorite Hogwarts house where we belong. So why can't we mix these two together and see in which house these characters were sorted? Rapunzel. This princess loves to read books and learn how to do all kinds of things, but she also cares a lot about others when she gets the chance to escape her tower. In which house do you think she belongs? Ira, 1893, thinks that she belongs in Ravenclaw because she spent most of her life doing many activities in her room. And let's not forget that young wizards are sorted into a house at 11 years old, so that would totally represent her at that time. However, things could change now that she had the chance to meet new people. This is probably why Yuki Hyo reimagined that Rapunzel was sorted in Hufflepuff. One thing is for sure, Flynn Rider belongs in Slytherin. Jasmine. This young princess knows what she wants and how to get it. She doesn't mind breaking the rules and has a lot of ambition. This is probably why Willem IGN 1991 thought that she belonged in Slytherin. Her Patronus is obviously a tiger, not only because it is her pet, but also because the young woman is a warrior. However, it looks like Ira 1893 couldn't figure out in which house Jasmine was sorted, and they intentionally did that because she doesn't wear the same uniform as her two princess friends. No matter what, we love that she brought a pet tiger to school. Some people can speak to snakes, so why can't she learn how to speak to tigers? Merida. She was probably the most popular Disney princess because a lot of artists reimagined her in the Harry Potter world. Everyone agrees that Merida was sorted in Gryffindor because she is really courageous. We even think that she would like to play Quidditch because she is always ready for a new challenge. Yuki Hyo agrees with that, even though Merida would suffer from some little injuries. But her friend Rapunzel would always be there to take care of her. However, it looks like friends can sometimes fight when we look at how Ira 1893 reimagined them. At least we know that Merida does love her family when we look at how Willem IJN 1991 reimagined her. That's because her Patronus is a bear, just like her mother. Ariel. There are mermaids in Harry Potter, but they look nothing like the beautiful Ariel. But we all have to admit that the Little Mermaid was really courageous to leave everything she ever knew to live on the land. This is why Ira 1893 reimagined that she was sorted in Gryffindor. And this time she will be really happy to see that she doesn't have to change because Eric is in this house too. Ariel used to live under the sea before she moved to the land, and now she wants to fly in the air. However, Willem IJN 1991 saw her in a whole new different way. They thought that she belongs in Hufflepuff because she is nothing but kindness. Anna. The only thing Anna cares about is being with her sister or falling in love, as she loves people so much that we think that she would love to be sorted in Hufflepuff. It looks like Ira 1893 agreed with us. If the characters were sorted in Hogwarts houses since the beginning of the story, we would have seen that Anna has nothing to do with a Slytherin who thinks only about himself. She is much better with Kristoff from Hufflepuff, but her sister Elsa was sorted in Ravenclaw instead, as we all know that she is really wise. However, Yuki Hyo reimagined something totally different, as the two sisters decided to go to Beauxbatons instead, the French wizarding school. Snow White. In which house do you think that Snow White belongs? Even though she was trying to escape her evil stepmother who wanted to get rid of her, the first thing Snow White thought about was cleaning the little house that she found. We can see that she really cares about others, and this is why she was sorted in Hufflepuff. Even though we don't know a lot about her prince, we think that he is probably really charming if he was sorted in Hufflepuff too. Like a Disney Sir reimagined the same thing, but this time there is a little bit of Ravenclaw in her because she is wearing Luna's glasses. Belle. There is no doubt, and we can all agree with this. Belle was sorted in Ravenclaw. When Ira 1893 reimagined her, she was arguing with the Beast. But we are sure that she had the best arguments because she was the smartest. However, her prince was sorted in Slytherin, so we wouldn't be surprised if he was the one who screamed louder. Like a Disney Sir reimagined Belle in a better mood as she is simply reading a book. We bet that she would love to see Hogwarts' library. And then we have Willem IJN 1991, who reimagined a young princess who was courageous enough to face one of her worst fears. She turned it into one of her greatest strengths now that her Patronus is a wolf. Aurora. We don't know a lot about this princess who slept all the time, but with this incredibly long nap, Aurora probably had the chance to think a lot. This is why Era 1893 thinks that she was sorted in Ravenclaw, and she was lucky enough to have a courageous prince from Gryffindor who would be ready to do anything to save her. Like a Disney Sir agreed with this because they thought that Aurora should be sorted in Ravenclaw too. But then we have Willem IJN 1991 who thought that she would look better in Slytherin. And we have to admit that we don't really understand why, but we love that her Patronus is an owl, as it used to be one of her greatest friends. Pocahontas. Did you know that Native Americans used to practice magic too? But when she moved to Europe, Pocahontas had to go to Hogwarts, and this courageous woman who wasn't afraid of strangers was immediately sorted in Gryffindor, just like a Disney Sir reimagined her. She even loves to fly on a broom to get closer to her friends, the birds. She loves birds so much it is her Patronus, as Willem IJN 1991 reimagined her. It's an eagle because this animal also represents that the princess is strong and free. We bet that she would love to spend some time in the Forbidden Forest and become friends with all these creatures. Tiana. And last but not least is the strong and fierce Tiana. People don't really know in which house she belongs. She works hard, she is smart, but family is also really important for her. Era 1893 thought that she was so nice that she belongs in Hufflepuff. This time we can see her cooking something in Hogwarts' kitchen. And she is lucky enough to have a prince by her side. Like a Disney Sir also thinks that she belongs in Hufflepuff, but this time she is a little more disappointed. And we also have Willem IJN 1991 who thinks that she would be sorted in Ravenclaw because she works so hard. In which house do you think that you would be sorted? Don't be shy to answer in the comment section down below. We love to hear what you think.